I fucking love testosterone. It changed my whole life, and it can definitely change yours as well. Here we are talking about the changes, yeah, that you can expect on T, because it's your body and your evolution. First of all, I want you to remember that every journey is different. Okay, my journey is different than yours, your journey is different than mine, and to all the other guys in this community. Everyone is going to experience different changes in different times. Okay, you might grow a full on beard within a couple of months on T. You might grow a full on beard after a few years on T, like I did. I grew my beard after several years on T. Well, we're coming to the beard stuff because I'm gonna give you tips as well if you want to get a beard, because I cheated a little bit to get it. Your journey and the changes that you will experience will depend on your genetics, your dosage, your lifestyle, and age. All of these things basically affect your results. And some changes that we are going to talk about in this lesson are going to be fast for you, and others might take time. Some things that were fast for me might take time for you. Some things that will go fast for you might have taken me a longer time, just like my beard, for example. So one thing that you definitely shouldn't do when you get on T is to compare yourself to other trans guys. To look at them and think like, oh my god, they literally built their dream body within a couple months on T, but I can't gain muscle yet, okay? Because it always just comes down to genetics as well, to your age, to your dosage, to your lifestyle. There are so many factors that play a crucial role in this. When you start comparing yourself during your transition, this is basically a quick way for you to feel discouraged. This exactly happened to me. Okay, I was following all of these trans guys who were already like several years on T, and I was comparing myself to them while I just was a couple months on T. You can't compare yourself to others because every journey is different. And this took me a long time to understand, unfortunately, because I felt very discouraged by this. I was looking at them and I was like, why do I don't look like them yet? Why do I don't have a beard? Why am I not building the muscle that I want? Why do I don't have like such a deep voice? And there was just so much stuff in my head because I was constantly comparing myself to others. And I don't want you to do the same mistake. Concentrate on your journey. You have to completely focus on you and your journey and not on others. Not even on me. Okay, I'm 10 years on T now. 10 years. I'm gonna be 10 years on T this August. So obviously, all those changes took a long time. And you shouldn't compare your day one to my day, I don't know how many, 10 years, how many days that is. But you get what I wanna say, okay? This is basically your timeline, okay? You should embrace it. Throughout this journey, just make sure to stay grounded and not rushed. And by not comparing yourself, this can definitely help you. Okay, these are things that you might notice early on, about 1 to 3 months on Team. These are some general things that a lot of trans guys actually experience during their first months on Team. Your voice is the first thing. Okay, the voice was as well for me the first thing. It just starts to crack, okay, or drop. I sometimes my voice just got like, I had these voice cracks that it went like really really high and then really really low again. It was kind of funny because when you get on T, you are basically going through second puberty. You are basically going through the puberty that cis guys go through. So the very first thing that is going to start is your voice. You are going to notice changes in your voice. For me, it started with about, I think, 2 months on T. My voice started to basically crack and get deeper, and it actually got deeper and deeper by each month that went by, which was pretty cool. So what I recommend is as well, maybe record it. Take a video of you, like month by month, and say something like, this is my voice 1 month on T, this is my voice 2 months on T, this is my voice 3 months on T, and so on. This is what I did as well, because I just liked comparing it and seeing if my voice actually changed with another month. It was kind of cool to see this evolution as well. Also increased libido and sexual sensitivity. Yeah, that's something that he is going to give you as well. You are going to notice that you're going to be horny basically 24/7. I'm telling you guys, when I got on T, I felt like a fucking animal. Like seriously, it was crazy. It was crazy. Yeah, you are basically going through that puberty, like I said, that cis guys go through. And if you have ever been friends with a cis guy and talked with him about it, like when they go through puberty, that's when they start to literally constantly, yeah, exploring things, I would say, because they're literally just horny 24/7. And this might happen to you as well. This happens actually to quite a lot of trans guys. I would even say probably most of them. Like, I think I haven't met one trans guy yet who didn't say he didn't experience this. So be prepared for that, um, and explore this time. One thing that is not so great, you could get more oily skin and possibly get acne. Not always, not always, okay? Me, for example, I was one of the lucky ones. I didn't get any acne. I didn't had more oily skin, so my skin still kind of stayed pretty good. Maybe when you start out with tea, just keep like face routine, like wash your face, use a moisturizer, and just take care of your skin. This can actually help and be really beneficial when you just get on tea. It helped me as well. I mean, I didn't get any acne, but I was always taking good care of my face. Like in my morning routine, I simply just wash my face and use a moisturizer. Then mood changes, emotional shifts, that can happen as well. I experienced this too. I definitely had emotional shifts with tea. I noticed that I wasn't as emotional anymore. I wasn't angry. That's like a myth as well, that a lot of people say you get really aggressive on tea. Like that's not true. I talked to a lot of trans guys, and probably none of them, like I didn't have even one telling me that they have experienced this, like aggression or just being really irritable. The truth is, before tea, I was definitely way more emotional and way more angry than when I got on tea. When I got on tea, it just kind of like evened out. Like, yeah, I had sometimes some mood swings because I think your body just needs to get used to that new kind of hormone that you are receiving, and your hormones just need to balance out. But I definitely wasn't as emotional anymore. I wasn't as emotional. Like, I didn't cry as much anymore. I wasn't that angry anymore. I just kind of like was definitely more chill. Don't be scared of the mood changes. Don't think that you are going to be some aggressive dude when you get on tea, because that's just a myth. It's not going to happen. Now we come to bottom growth. Bottom growth may begin early on. For me, it was about, I was 3 months on tea, and it was so weird because I didn't know that bottom growth is actually going to happen. Like I didn't know anything about that. I didn't have any information about it. And I remember I was in the shower and just washing myself, and then I looked down and I was just like, what? Because it has grown. Basically, the clit is gonna grow, okay, when you get on tea. And it kind of looks like a micro penis. It actually looks like a micro penis. Like I was really impressed by that. I just looked at it and was like, yo, that looks different. It's a lot bigger. It is definitely, yeah, crazy. It was crazy to me. So yeah, don't be scared of bottom growth. Okay, when you look down and it just looks different, that's completely normal. It happens with tea. You are just going to basically have a micro penis. Okay, I mean, you probably already have heard the term tea dick. That's what we trans guys call it. It's basically a tea dick. Another thing that you are going to experience is an increase in appetite. Because with tea, you are just going to burn more calories. Your total daily energy expenditure is just going to increase, which means it will increase your appetite. I remember the first few months on tea, I started to get really hungry, so I was literally 24/7 just hungry and horny. The best combination ever. I could eat so much and I started eating a lot. And this is where, if you don't want to put on a lot of weight, this is where you need to be a little bit careful. Because I put on a lot of weight when I got on tea, because my hunger just increased so much and I started eating so much. So just keep that in mind. All of these changes can often feel very exciting and overwhelming. If you experience these, don't worry, okay? It's a sign that it's definitely working, that the tea is definitely doing its work, and you definitely don't need to be scared of these changes. It's completely normal. We all experience these. Now we come to the midterm changes, so about 3 to 6 months on tea. You will start to feel it in the mirror. Okay, when you look in the mirror, your appearance might start to change, and it's great because I feel like my face just started to change a lot. Your voice is noticeably deeper than it was before. For me, my voice was still deepening even after 1 year on tea. I feel like it has definitely stopped now. Like this is my voice now, but it like still gradually over time deepened. So that's a possibility as well. You can still experience your voice getting deeper after several months on tea, or even maybe 1 or 2 years on tea. Also muscle mass. Okay, muscle becomes way easier to build. If you go to the gym, you will notice that you are able to put on muscle mass faster and a lot easier. Also, you are going to experience things like increased body hair, okay, whether it's your face, your stomach, your thighs. I grew so much hair on my ass. T blessed me, well, blessed me with a lot of ass hair. That's the first thing that I noticed, that hair was just growing there everywhere. I also had like loads and loads of hair growth on my thighs. Like I have really, really hairy legs, and my face didn't. Like I got hair everywhere where I didn't really want it, especially in my ass. But where I wanted it, like in my face, I didn't get it. Also, your fat starts to redistribute. So you're basically with estrogen before you start with team. You keep most of the fat on your hips and your thighs. So kind of like in your lower body. And that fat might move actually to your midsection. Okay, so it's basically might move like up here and just like your belly as well. So that might happen as well. For me, I feel like it didn't really happen really fast. So it took a couple of years for that to happen. And as well with training. It also depends on if you're training, if how your diet is, okay. Fat distribution can definitely happen, but if you're quite overweight, you might feel like that it's not happening for you. This was my case, for example, okay. I feel like this didn't happen for me, but it was just because of my lifestyle, because I wasn't really being healthy. I didn't eat healthy. I was just constantly eating like shit. I wasn't treating my body right. So if you change that, you will definitely notice the fat redistribution as well. And the clitoral growth, so the bottom growth, can continue too. It can get bigger, so you will have a bigger T-pic. And the menstrual cycle may stop, and this is probably heaven. This is heaven. When that shit stops, like I was so happy when it stopped for me. I mean, I had a hysterectomy as well, but obviously when I got on T, it stopped after a few months, and I was so happy about it because I know how uncomfortable it feels. Okay, it sucks. It sucks to get this every single month. And T can actually stop that. And also the mental change. Okay, the mental change is that you will start to feel more aligned in your body. This body is more becoming home. It's becoming your home. You start to feel way more comfortable in your body, and this will just simply increase your confidence as well. And guys, I'm telling you, it's a beautiful feeling. Now the long-term changes, okay? So anywhere between 6 to 24 months, this is where you see the actual glow up. I know it might sound like a long time, but you have to be patient. You have to be patient, and you need to trust that T is going to do the work. Like I never thought in a million years that I would look like this today. Seriously, I would have never expected this. Yes, it took a long time. I'm 10 years on T now. It took a hell of a time, but it was definitely worth it. I stayed patient throughout it, and I knew my glow up will come someday, okay? And your glow up is coming as well, so do not worry about it and just be patient and trust that he's going to do the work. So facial hair will become thicker with or without minoxidil, and minoxidil is basically with what I cheated with. Minoxidil is a solution that like people use for the scalp when they're prone to hair loss. Back then, when I was not able to grow a beard because I thought basically I'm fucked, I looked at my dad. I looked at basically the whole male side of my family. No one has a beard, and I really, really wanted one. I'm the first one in our family who's got a beard. I thought with my genetics that I'm not going to be able to grow one, and that's when I found minoxidil because I was looking online if there are any solutions that would help me with growing a beard. I mean, I saw things like a beard transplant, but obviously that costs a lot of money, and it's a process as well to do that. I mean, beard transplant is like a possibility for you as well if this is something that you want to do, but I would rather advise you to start with minoxidil. Minoxidil helped me to grow my beard. I mean, it took some time, okay? It took a long time. I probably used it for about 2 or 3 years on and off. I would start using it for a couple months, then I would stop again, and I would start again and stop again. And at some point, like this just grew. And I'm telling you, without minoxidil, I probably still wouldn't have a full-on beard. Because even when I was already like 3 or 4 years on T, I didn't have the beard. I had like 3 chin hairs. That's all about it. And there was just nothing growing in my face. So minoxidil is definitely a game changer. Look into that. I got the 5% solution, the foam version. I'm gonna link it down below the video as well, if you're interested in that. I tried, like, there are different versions of it. I tried the oil, or the liquid that you can basically put on here, like on your face, where you want the hair to grow. And I experienced side effects with it actually. I got like my heart just started beating faster, and I got these chest pains, random chest pains as well. And I could not figure out what that was. And then I just Googled it, and actually, there are quite a few people who experienced the same thing while they were using minoxidil. So it's something that you need to try out, but with the foam version of it by Rogaine, I think is the brand called. Before that, I used, I think it was called Kirkland or something. It's like the cheaper version, so the cheaper version compared to Rogaine. And I experienced side effects with that. Also, really dry and itchy skin, like it was really itchy and everything was just really dry. And with the foam version by Rogaine, I didn't experience any of those side effects. So try it out. I know the one from Kirkland is a lot cheaper than the foam from Rogaine, and back then I tried to save money as well. You can try the Kirkland version, but if you are experiencing side effects with it, switch to the Rogaine. Invest a little bit more money into this if you really want to grow a beard. It was definitely a game changer for me. Then changes that you can also expect are like your jawline, your neck, and muscle definition can change. I mean, you can't see my jawline now because I have my beard, but like my jawline changed definitely. My neck muscle definition changed, just so much changed. Like shoulders have broadened, hips appeared like more smaller and more narrow, but because of the illusion that the shoulders just get wider. Okay, when your shoulders get wider than your hips, you are basically creating the illusion of that masculine frame, that V taper. And then your hairline may shift. And this is something that you might need to monitor, okay, if you are prone to hair loss. For me, it was the case. My hairline definitely shifted and my hair got a lot thinner as well. But I'm prone to it. My dad, he's like, what, 50 now, and he's got barely any hair left on his head, okay? His hair is so thin. So it always comes down to genetics as well. Always good to look to simply at your dad or the male side of your family to see if the guys in your family are basically prone to hair loss. You can use for that minoxidil as well, and I think there's as well like a drug called finasteride. You can ask your doctor about it if you're able to use it, but there are as well side effects of it as well. I didn't take it because there were just like side effects, like it can cause depression and mood changes and all of that, and I was just like, I don't need it, okay, I don't need it, so I didn't use it, but it can definitely help. I tried to use minoxidil, but I feel like minoxidil didn't do much for my hair. It just stayed really thin. Also, by your 2 year mark on T, your voice should settle permanently. I think my voice did settle then as well. It was still changing though, even after 1 year on T, which is crazy. Like, I didn't think it would like change so often and so much. But after like about the 2 year mark, it definitely settled. That's something that you can expect as well. Your emotional range also may feel very different. For me, I just chilled out even more. Okay, my emotions just kind of like got stable. I didn't have these mood swings anymore because my hormones just probably balanced out. I wasn't as emotional anymore. I wasn't crying much anymore. Like, I was just kind of like feeling really, really good with my emotions, really relaxed and peaceful as well. That is great too. And it's probably something that you're going to experience as well. But keep in mind, even after 2 year mark, changes continue to evolve for years. I still experience changes to this day. Okay, but like hair growth, like just now after 10 years on T, I'm starting to grow actual chest hair. Before that, I wasn't growing any chest hair, and now suddenly like I'm getting more and more chest hair as well. Like some random dark hairs on my shoulders, on my back. Like you still are going to experience changes throughout the years.